The Yoruba people of West Africa have a proverb. Ajo kiindun, konile marele. The journey is never so sweet that the traveler forgets about home. But when you've come as far and risen as high as UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman, how do you get home?
I feel like I have turned into a symbol to my people, to Africans, not just Nigerians, but to Africans. It's hard to represent them when you don't get to go there and touch them and see them and feel them. So I think that's probably the main reason why I had to go back.
In 1995, Usman's father, Muhammad, moved Kamaru, his mom, and his two brothers to the United States to seek a more promising future. Kamaru was just 8 years old.
There was a lot of opportunities here, opportunities that were not open to my kids back in Nigeria. So I feel this was where they can grow their potential and be who they want to be.
For 34-year-old Usman, the ascent from wrestler to MMA's pound-for-pound king has been all-consuming.
We got a new champ, folks. Africa unite. Kamaru Usman has done it.
But the road back home began moments after he won the UFC welterweight championship in 2019.
You talk about, wanting to make a difference in people's lives in Africa. I know when I talked to you, you said, just watch what I do when I become the champion.
We're going to put something together. We're going to start an amazing foundation, and we're really going to change lives.
This summer, after years of focusing on his career, Usman decided the time was right to reconnect with his land and people. For the first time since he left as an 8-year-old boy, he and his older brother, Kashetu, returned to Nigeria.
It's been 26 years. What are you seeing? What are you experiencing? What are you feeling?
I'm home now. I'm looking around and I'm saying, wow, this is real. I always knew this existed, but it's different when you actually get to walk it and see it with your own eyes.
This homecoming is really about Kamaru to potentially set up his foundation, which will give kids opportunity to grow in mixed martial arts and give them opportunity to be able to live the life that they want to live like he is.
Well, ever since I was small, I didn't lose the sense of where I came from. Yes, I was a small boy when we went to America, but I did not forget my roots here.
After a series of official visits over the first 2 days in the capital city of Abuja, Usman traveled to the outskirts of the city to attend a Dambe competition. Dambe is an indigenous combat sport originated by Nigeria's Hausa people and dates back to the 11th century.
Watching it start and the music and the fighters, it was incredible. It was an amazing atmosphere that I got sucked into.
Fighters wrap their dominant hand in tightly knotted cord while using their free hand for defense. The striking hand is called a spear, the defensive hand a shield.
Just being around them and just the joy of being with the people. It was like, yo, I'm supposed to feel this.
Knocking down your opponent, which is how a Dambe match is won, is called a kill.
Fighting knows no face, it knows no culture, it knows no place, no city, no state, no shape, no color, no country. It knows none of that. And it's just one language, that's fighting. These guys couldn't understand me, but I could understand them based on fighting. I had to throw them some change, a little extra change, because of a performance that they put on. It was spectacular, it was amazing. It's an experience that I would never forget.
A few days later, Usman traveled to Lagos, the continent's most populated city and Nigeria's vibrant cultural and economic hub.
Good morning, good morning. It's a pleasure to be back home, and especially here in Lagos, where we truly feel is the heart of Nigeria. So it's a pleasure. Yeah.
There he attended press events, went on a sightseeing cruise, and enjoyed the city's nightlife. But beyond the tourist attractions, Usman sought to touch the city's less fortunate at the Lagos Food Bank. Usman partnered with the food bank when the economic effects of the pandemic pushed many Nigerians to the brink of food insecurity. On this day, hundreds gathered to receive aid and hail the returning champion as he handed out meals and pledged to continue his support.
Seeing some of those kids, seeing their faces, seeing their face looks like mine, their hair looks like mine, their head looks like mine, their bodies look like mine when I was a kid. I'm like, that's me. These kids are me.
It's a whole lot of memories for them as well, saying that they can become whoever they want to become in future. The fact that they are less privileged doesn't stop them from dreaming. And his visit goes beyond just the temporary relief that is granted to them, but to give them the reason to hope and, be who they want to be in future.
Of course, you go take, man. You go take. You starting to feel like you're home yet?
I'm starting to. This was a big one today. This was a big one for me today.
You've been meeting with government ministers for the last 3 days. Tell me the difference between that experience and this one.
Well, this is really what I mainly wanted to do when I wanted to come out here. I wanted to see the kids and the youth and the people, that follow me and message me, and I just feel their presence all the time.
After more than a week back in Nigeria, Usman was ready to make the final trip of this journey. A return to Benin City, the capital of Edo State. Usman was born a few hours away from Benin, in the village of Auchi. Among those waiting on the tarmac were his mother, who flew in from the United States, and someone he hadn't seen since he was 8 years old, his aunt.
You get off the plane and you are theirs. You belong to them. They're gonna let you know you belong to them.
Yes.
So to be able to say that I'm back on home soil with you, Mom, I'm here to see you, your family, your sisters. It was special. That's the only way I could sum it up, is it was special.
Usman was whisked away from the ecstatic crowd at Benin City Airport and driven to the governor's mansion. Then to a homecoming rally at Samuel Ogbemudia Sports Complex, where he was celebrated by students from the local university.
So I want to thank you guys. It's been a long time. I've been gone for so long. It's nothing like actually being back home, seeing my people, seeing all of you guys. The people that look like me, talk like me, walk like me, they blow pidgin like me. I just want to say thank you guys. I appreciate it and I love you all. My heart is
Kamaru coming home, and it will also inspire them to know that, look, it's not a spirit, it's real, and most of them will aspire to want to be like him.
feels a sense of fullness, you know, that he's back home where these people understand him. A lot of them are going through the struggle that he went through as a child. It's coming back to tell them that, hey, you know, there's nothing wrong with you. You know, if you work hard, you know, and you're given the opportunity, you can become great also.
The poet Louise Gluck once wrote, "You will leave the village where you were born, and in another country you'll become very rich, very powerful. But always you will mourn something you left behind, even though you can't say what it was. And eventually, you will return to seek it."
In my head of going back home, this is what it was for me. Just let the people know that I'm not gone. I'm not a Nigerian that's in a different land, succeeding for that land. I'm a Nigerian that's in a different land, succeeding, but I'm connected to my roots at home.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.